Social Justice Goblin, welcome to the backyard. So I have a big announcement to make, and that big announcement is, I'm playing football! I know. Hold on. What about the wrestling refereeing stuff? Isn't wrestling your life? Yeah, it still is my life. But thanks to wrestling, I've lost over 120 pounds, and I'm in great physical shape. I mean, I ran 2 miles yesterday, and yes, my thighs hurt like hell, but also it didn't help that I did 4 minutes of wall squats. But yeah, I'm playing football. So the team I'll be playing for is the Austin Outlaws in the WFA. So football and me have a long sordid history. So, when I was in high school, my high school did not have a football team, and I wanted to play football something fierce when I was in high school. So, I didn't get to play football. And I love playing football. I mean, it's the only sport I'm any good at. And you put me on a line, someone's getting moved, or someone's getting knocked down by me. Because I get aggressive as hell on the line. So once I had my transition, I discovered women's football. Women's tackle football. This is tackle football, by the way, people. This isn't like flag football. I could play flag football whenever I wanted to with any rec league. This is tackle football. Full pads, full helmet, the whole 9 yards. So, yes. So anyways, I didn't play football in high school. So after my transition, I discovered women's tackle football, and I was like, neat. And I looked at the requirements and discovered I qualify even being as a trans woman because I had the surgery, I've been on hormones for over a year, and I live full-time as a woman. Legally, I'm a woman. Even says it on my birth certificate now. So I tried out for the football team in Seattle, the Seattle Majestics. And so it was great. I was completely over. I was what was I? I was 360 when I started football, 370 when I started football, and I dropped 20 pounds playing football, but I got into really good shape. I was able to run a mile, which I'm able to do now, and not be completely gassed. And when we have running, it's not going to bother me because I run all the time, so it's not going to be like, oh, kill me now like it was the first time I played football. But sadly, I never got to play in a game when I played for the Majestics. I have a uniform. I got about 2 weeks before season started, a woman fell on my knee and tore my ACL. Well, half tear. Ending any ambitions of ever playing sports again, pretty much. At least I thought. And yes, it affected my life pretty badly, even up into 2015 when I started doing a lot of fitness. I started doing a lot of aerobics with Workout with Eric Nix. But after a while, my knee just would hurt, and I had a hard time walking, and so I didn't. So when I started wrestling, I didn't know how my knee was going to hold up. And surprisingly, my knee has held up fairly well with the torn half ACL tear. It's healed up as much as it could, and I haven't lost. I mean, I've gained back the knee strength that I lost doing wrestling. And I'm in much better shape this time starting out on football because of wrestling. So, I mean, in the long run, wrestling is letting me live my other dream of playing football. I wanted to play football, and I'm playing at the highest levels of women's football possible. It's not like the NFL where, you know, people get a salary and people do attend our games. But in the Majestics, we charged for tickets and actually made money off our games. But I don't know about the Outlaws. It seems like it's more of a family affair where you come out with your chair and watch us play football. But yeah, I did the tryout. So what got me started on this whole quest actually was kind of funny. So
So one day on my Facebook feed, one of the Outlaw players who I had been friends with posted about a 5K run for WFA for the Outlaws, and I was like, I got to do this 5K out. I got to do this. I mean, it's high time I did a 5K and start pushing myself running. So I ran. Well, okay, walked a lot of it, but ran. Actually, I ran at least 2K of it. And the other 3K, I walked the last 3K. But I did it, and it got me thinking, and it got me thinking, I miss women's football. I really did. And I'm like, I wanted to do this. I've wanted to play in a football game with full pads, full tackle all my life, and I never I had the opportunity, and due to injury, I wasn't able to. This time, knock on plastic, I don't get injured. I don't want to think about that because I'm not going to get injured, because I'm not going to do the stupid maneuver I did that got me injured. Basically, I went small and it forced someone to go down. But yeah, I'll be playing offensive tackle. And so, yeah, continuing the story of how I ended up doing. So then I saw a post for the tryouts, and I was like, on Facebook, and I was like, I really want to play football. I'm in good shape. I've lost a lot of weight, so my weight won't be as much of an issue. And so I tried out. So basically, we had to do a bunch of exercises, a lot of running stuff. I ran a 60 in 32 seconds. I think I ran a 20 in 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Which is fast for me. Granted, I was the slowest of my pod, because with coronavirus, we were separated into pods and then forced to socially distance or wear masks. Coronavirus changes everything. But I'm excited to announce I'm playing women's football this spring, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'll be on the Austin Outlaws. I hope to see you at my games.